I'm Kris Hagan. For those who don't know, I've been a language coach for many years. In my career, I've taught a wide variety of people, from famous singers and radio presenters to doctors, uni students, and yes, even desperate housewives trying to find an English lover. I've finally decided to share my thoughts, tips and tricks with the world. Also check out my YouTube channel if you want to see my ugly mush. So let's kick off this podcast with a great jingle.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock. Shining all his English tips, Kris
is an anagram of risk.
Kris.
December has officially started. What kind of advent calendar do you have? Now, before we get started today, we've got one thing we need to say.
Yes, we also need to say happy birthday to our Mimi Melendez, 21 again. It was her birthday a couple of days ago, but we weren't online a couple of days ago, and so there you go. Happy birthday, Mimi. I love you. We all love you, not just me.
Cute and fine, girl and guy, we will spy on your life. Cute and fine, never lie, and this is why we love Cutie and Pie.
We're back with Cutie and Pie, and today we're going to test Pie's knowledge of his wife, Cutie.
Can I be Cutie today?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
then.
we can take turns.
Go on.
Thank you.
I'll be a pie.
You'll be a pie. What pie? He's raspberry. You are?
Blueberry.
Blueberry.
I prefer blueberries.
I prefer blueberries, actually.
What about a lemon meringue?
That's my favourite pie ever in the
Key
world.
lime?
No, listen, I'm lemon meringue pie.
Okay.
If anybody's going to lemon meringue, it's me. Okay, so we're here for the second quiz. And, sorry, Pie. I have to remember who you are this week. Blueberry pie.
Blueberry pie.
Can you go away? In a lovely way.
So do excuse me.
Yeah, so I can quiz your husband to see how much he knows about you. Yeah, so no pressure. But do you think he'll do well?
I will do as well as she did.
Which was not very good. Okay, so I have my wonderful questions, which is not that piece of paper. It is this piece of paper.
Even better.
Okay, so first question. How did you meet?
We met.
Try not to speak too loud because you might hear you.
We met. When did we meet? 9 years ago, she said, I think, in the first episode.
Because you didn't remember.
We met in Assisi. I was visiting with a group of people, and there was a big international meeting with people from all over the world, and she was translating.
Oh, okay.
So she was part of the Italian group, but she just returned from working in Oxford. So that was actually, don't tell anyone because we hadn't technically been together yet, but I kind of fell in love in that moment with her voice.
Love at first sound.
No, well, I mean, maybe it's the arrogant wannabe posh in me, but I heard the Oxford accent. I'm like, oh, that's the
she's
one.
really posh. She's posher than me. She puts
one.
me to shame. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, and the second one. How long have you been together? Together.
I think she said 7 years because it was 2 years.
I think she said
it was almost exactly 2 years after we first met when I sent that fateful message. Let's not call it an email.
The one in Ecuador.
Yes.
This was the reason you got together then.
2 years after the fact because she had come to Toronto to visit her North American friends.
Right.
So she did a tour of the United States and in Canada. She knows people everywhere. And I ended up helping her find arrangements, places to stay, and showing her around the city. Long story short, that was the beginning of the end.
So this was 7 years ago. You
Yes.
think? Okay. And
14,
when
yeah.
and where was your first date? Now remember, we're talking about date now. Not date with yourself.
Okay, so that's hard to say because, the night of our first kiss was kind of a date, but it wasn't a date.
Well, otherwise you're a whore if you...
Well, I didn't ask her out, but we were hanging out because I was showing her the city. But it was pretty romantic.
So where was it? Showing her the city where?
In Toronto.
City. So this is the 7 years ago thing.
Yeah.
7 years
I'm
ago.
calling that the first date,
Okay.
even though it wasn't a date.
Okay, maybe she'll choose the same thing. We'll try and coax her in the right direction.
Let's put it this way: when we visited after our civil wedding, we redid that date.
Okay.
So that's got to be a thing.
If you did it again, then she must consider it something important. If you did it again,
well, let's find out.
If she remembers. If she just thought it was the first time ever, that would be a bit embarrassing. And who is her celebrity crush?
Ooh, it better be
Apart
Bradley
from
Cooper.
Why? Because you like him as well.
Yeah.
You want to share Bradley Cooper.
Amen.
Okay. That's what Bradley Cooper. And what does she like most about you?
Aside from my hair?
Apart from the hair, let's say. Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Is there anything? Is there anything?
I hope so. I would love to say my sense of adventure, because our traveling together has been something that's really...
This is what you're settling with, your sense of adventure. Your sense of humour as well is good.
Yeah, I like my sense of humour too.
Your drinking capability, do you think she likes that?
No.
Okay, so let's stick with adventure.
Stick with that, yeah.
Adventure. And what nickname does she give you?
In
the intimate moments.
In the intimate moments? I prefer when she calls me Jonathan. Nobody calls me Jonathan.
I call you Jonathan.
Yeah, I like it too. Just not in the same way.
Not in an intimate moment.
Not in the same way. I don't know if she has an official nickname. I'm sure. Babe? Nah.
Babe like the pig.
If I had to choose, I would prefer that she call me Jonathan.
Okay, so she should answer that. She doesn't give you one, basically.
Yes.
Okay. And I agree. Jonathan is your name, in fact.
Thank you.
I hate when people put shorten people. It says me Chris. Christopher is my name, but
yeah,
I hate being called Christopher. Well, there you go. When was your first kiss?
That first date.
This date that you think's a date.
Hold on. July is the 23rd or the 24th. Can I check my calendar?
Check your calendar. Check your calendar.
It's on a repeating reminder, so I never forget.
My God, how romantic are you?
Hey, come on. It takes effort.
To remember these things.
This shows us that I care.
First time at the cinema in your calendar. First date. First. July?
Yeah, the 24th.
24th.
Yeah.
July the 24th. What year? Just
2014. No. 20. Yes.
2014. Okay.
2014.
And how old is her mum?
Older than 65, but younger than 70.
Between 65 and 70. Okay.
Yeah.
If you have to choose a number?
I don't know.
No idea.
68.
Oh, okay.
They're born in the 50s. What year is it now? I don't know.
Still 20.
So 68 is plausible.
Let's say 68.
Let's call them they were born in 53. 68. Yeah, that's a thing.
And what does she want to call your first child?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez. She wants to call him Jesus.
Jesus. Jesus. Is there a Jesus? There's probably a Jesu Cesare somewhere out there. Good question. We've talked a little bit about it. I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't know what she would say.
What would you choose? Because then maybe she'll choose yours if she doesn't have an idea.
Yeah. Well, my middle name is Francis because it was my father's middle name and it was his father's middle name.
Okay, so maybe she chooses this, you think?
Maybe.
Okay, that's right, Fran.
Or Francesco.
If it's a boy or a girl, we can use both versions.
Francesca.
Okay. And what's the first thing she does every morning?
Peas.
Okay, wonderful. So on that, we can invite her back. She's pie today. Do you want to call her?
Oh, pie.
Oh, pie. That sounds really posh.
Cutie pie.
Cutie pie.
My dear.
He's a romantic chap, tell you. Okay, so let's say he was very vague with most of his answers, like who's Antonella? The woman I married twice. Okay, so we're ready.
She's right here.
She's right here in front of you. Only because we invited her. Okay, how did you meet?
We met in Italy.
Where?
So there was an international meeting for young people in Assisi, so in Italy, in the center of Italy, and by chance, I started to interpret simultaneously during the conferences. That's how I got to meet some people from the English-speaking group, and Jonathan was one of them. So
you're just one of the many. Okay, good though. That's what he said as well. And how long ago was it? Do you remember?
9 years ago.
Okay, good. And he knew that only because you said it before. Okay. And how long have you been together?
7 years.
That's because he got that right as well, because you'd said it before. And when and where was your first date? Think carefully. What would he consider your first date? Not bunking up behind a...
This is a hard one.
So I think we consider different things. I consider our first date when he brought me to eat Mexican food in Toronto, in Canada.
Okay.
So before we started our relationship officially, I consider that time our first
When
date.
was this?
7 years ago, yeah. So
7 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll give you that one.
It was
the same thing,
It was a
though?
big, long week. Yeah, it was a lot.
Was the Mexican part of this date?
Not part of the same day, but yeah, it was part of the whole event.
Ours was a long date for you then, a couple of days.
Yeah, it was 2
Yeah,
weeks
it's been-
almost.
Okay, so far you've got 3 out of 3.
Nice.
Yeah, already more than Jonathan got. Okay, and who
Graduating.
is your celebrity crush?
Ooh, just one?
It better not be in Italian.
No, an English one.
One celebrity crush. I had a huge crush on Gerard Butler.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't know what he looks like.
He's very handsome.
I know who he is, but I can't imagine his face.
I
He has a
think of
square
him-
head. From what you just demonstrated.
It's a very
You're
pronoun-
either voguing or you're
Both.
giving...
It's a both
He's
and.
a Scottish actor who starred in 300, for example. And
I've never seen that. I saw the naked men.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why you like
sometimes
it.
he
I
wears-
know who he is. I
P.S. I
recognise his
love
face
you.
now.
Okay.
He looks a bit like Wolverine. I know he's not Hugh Jackman, but
No.
he looks
Yeah,
No,
like
he's
him.
not Hugh
yeah.
Jackman. He has blue eyes and.
But does not look the same. They're not similar.
I would dark hair. Yes.
They both have hair and eyes and a nose and a mouth,
Yeah.
so pretty similar.
Blue
then.
Yeah,
eyes, yeah.
square
But
jaws.
you said
Bradley Cooper.
because he wants to marry him. Oh,
That's his crush.
in fact, yeah.
I'm projecting.
Okay, the next one. What do you like the most about Jonathan?
Ooh. I like a lot
Everything.
of things about him. I really like his personality. I really like his kindness. I like his ability to be a very good listener. I like his voice. I like that he...
Everybody likes his voice.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Vavo. I don't know where that came from. It was in a film, I think.
Yeah.
But if you had to choose one thing, which is the most appealing thing for you
About him?
about his personality, about his character, not physically, not his eyes or his
Okay.
perfect hair that doesn't move, and I don't want to slap him for it at all. But it's fine. When we're
I-
asleep tonight, I'll cut that off and stick it on my head.
I like that he likes cuddles. So he doesn't mind.
Typical.
Forgot
being
about
touched.
that.
No,
You
yeah.
like cuddles? Okay.
I am a cuddler.
You thought?
I couldn't think of anything, so I said my sense of adventure.
Well, maybe
That's true.
cuddles are adventurous. It depends who you're
He
cuddling.
has a great sense of orientation. Like he always knows where he is, and I
Does he
rely
cuddle
on him.
bears? Maybe when you're not the gay type.
I would cuddle a bear.
Anyway, next question.
Human or
Next question.
otherwise.
Next question before this really goes off, which always happens with you. Okay, what nickname do you give Jonathan in intimate moments?
Sometimes I call him cutie. So
Okay.
Yeah, I think I said one of my many answers was cutie.
I think he was, yeah.
Yeah.
But he said he prefers you to call him Jonathan.
I know. Yeah, he doesn't like nicknames.
But Jonathan's quite long. Is that when people call me Christopher? It's 20 minutes to say it.
It shows that you care. 3 bloody syllables is very difficult, I know. But, come on, half a breath, you can do it.
Jonathan. Christopher. Yeah.
I have long breaths, I suppose.
Antonella. You got 4.
Oh, I have so many nicknames.
What are your nicknames then?
Oh,
What nicknames
depending
does he
on the
give
people-
you?
Oh, he
I don't-
calls me Antonella or like
Tortina Carina.
Tortina.
Cutie pie.
Cutie pie. Okay. And when was your first kiss? I want the day and the year.
24th of July,
Right?
2014.
That's why I have to put it in my calendar.
They prepared these
why I
questions,
have to
I'm
put it in
sure.
my
You
calendar.
knew I was going to ask you these questions.
Well, I make
It's
sure we celebrate every
impossible.
year, so
But how the hell do you know it was
We
that day?
celebrate everything.
yeah.
Was it so memorable?
I celebrate it every year, so we celebrate
I mean, obviously
that
it was
as an
memorable.
anniversary.
Really?
Yeah, I like.
Okay. And how old is your mother?
My mother is 63.
Uh-oh.
5 years, that's not so bad.
That's bad. You said between 65 and 70,
Yeah, but
my
she's
dear.
a young
You
68.
made her older. I hope
a
she's
young
listening to this.
68.
She was born in 1958.
Does she speak English, your mum?
See,
not very
I
much,
said
no.
53,
So
and
you won't be
8
told
and
to
3 are the
divorce him
same
then.
number.
Well, she's very young looking, so
Yeah.
we will give her that.
She's
You
young
can't
looking,
know.
but you thought she was older. That's terrible.
Because she's so young, it's impossible to say.
Well,
so you trend older.
Can I tell you something?
No.
I don't actually know my parents' age. I have to
Wow.
calculate it every time. It's real. I'm like, my dad was born in 45.
Actually, I don't know my
mum
mom's
was-
age. That's a good... She was 48. So what is she now?
She's 3 years younger than my dad. There you go.
So
Wow.
she's
The
10
number
years
we still
older than
don't
my
know
mom.
because mathematics is not our strong point.
It means she's 73.
Thank you.
She's 10
She's
years
good
older
at
than my
math.
mom. Yeah.
Hmm. And then, what does Antonella want to call your first? No, I'm talking to you, not him. What do you want to call your first child?
We have some interesting suggestions. Sometimes we joke about.
All of which Jonathan didn't know, but go on. Tell us these interesting suggestions.
No, I mean,
Bruschetta, Nescafe. Oh.
Well, sometimes you joke about an episode from The Simpsons, actually. There is someone called Jimmy Jojo Shabadoo. And we think that that's a great name for anything. In fact, I named actually 3 plants of mine after that. One is Jimmy, one is Jojo, one is Shabadoo, so I don't forget.
And cacti are children too.
Every plant in our home
I'm
has a
literally
name.
shocked. So you want to call one of your kids Shabadoo?
Oh, the combination of the 3 names: Jimmy, Jojo, Shabadoo.
Okay then.
Say that in half a breath.
What did you choose?
Well, just
For once, you were more normal than she is. But go on.
yes. Yeah. Well, I chose my middle name, which was my father's middle name, which was my grandfather's.
Oh, Francis for
There you
sure.
go.
Okay,
Yeah,
for sure.
Francis
So
is a
Jimmy,
must.
blah, 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 Francis. Okay.
I like that.
Okay. And I asked Jonathan, what is the first thing you do, Antonella, in the morning?
I don't know if he knows. I take supplements and drink a bit of water.
Same thing.
Did you say
Drinking what?
that? Do you?
No, I said
Well,
pee.
there was water involved. Yeah, pee.
Yeah.
He said to
Oh, well,
pee.
it's
Maybe you take the supplements when you're on the toilet. Maybe.
She's very
So
efficient.
thank you very much. You did a lot better than Jonathan did.
Oh.
Okay, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks to Cutie. And bye.
So I've just proven that women are more intelligent than men, or at least Cutie is a lot more intelligent than Pie. Or Antonella is a lot more intelligent than Jonathan. Keep changing his Cutie and Pie. Well, speaking of pies, I just mentioned the lemon meringue. If any of you can make a good lemon meringue, I'll send you my address. Let me know. So we've gone on long enough this week. I'll see you all next week. Jingle. Bye.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock. Shining on his English tips, Kris.
Is an anagram of risk.
Kris.